What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a dream catcher read for the sign of Gemini. Okay, Gemini, you guys are last but not least this week on the Zodiac lineup. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal, so take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay? So, you guys already know how this goes. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to do one from the top for your energy, one from the bottom for the energy of a person and or situation, okay? And then one energetically from the middle. Okay. Feeling like there are multiple energies on Gemini, um, primarily placement energy. Okay, so if you are a Gemini sun placement, hopefully you don't mind sharing your energy with other placement signs, such as people interested in their seventh house or someone interested in their moon sign. Okay, um, so get in where you fit in when it comes to these readings. There is no major clarifiers in this reading. This is primarily about your subconscious mind, something that you may be suppressing. If any dream sequences uh, or energy pops up during your reading, we'll discuss it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We have the Eight of Pentacles. For your energy, Gemini, this card appeared in Capricorn's reading. However, it was towards the end here in regards to the energy between them and the situation or person that they were dealing with at the time. Okay, so you could have Capricorn in your chart. Okay, or dealing with a Capricorn. You don't have to be, it's just an honorable mention. But by all means, if you would like, you can go and check out that Dreamcatcher read for Capricorn. All right. So next is the Chariot, which is Cancer energy. Okay. And then we have the Star card, which is Aquarius energy. Okay. So very nice read. We have earth, water, and air, okay, as far as the elements are concerned, okay? So let's get started with your energy, Gemini, being in Capricorn with this Eight of Pentacles, okay? Something that you are really focusing on right now or really diligently working, okay, towards a particular goal, okay? Um, there is something I am noticing, like within this like compass or machine that he has at his station. It has all of the other signs kind of going around it. Okay, so again, I feel like there's some particular progress. There's books and things like that behind him. And so it's all about really focusing and taking your time, is what I'm hearing. Okay, really take your time. All right, do your due diligence, do your research. Just don't rush to put something out. Okay, put out your best work. Okay, put your best foot forward. Now, with the energy of the person and or situation, we have the Chariot here. Okay, I'm liking all this blue, of course, water energy. However, it's something about movement. Okay, kind of charging forward. All right, and if it's in reference to a particular situation at hand, again, like I said, don't rush or go too fast to get something done, or don't feel like it's in reference to a person. I believe it could be work associated or some form of a project, okay? It could also be some personal healing, as the energy between both of these cards is coming out as the Star card, okay? The Star card is usually focusing on healing of some sort, okay? As you can see, there is two jugs in her hand, okay? Let's get our minds out of the gutter and not focus on her being topless, okay? Can we be mature Geminis, okay? Or Gemini placement collectives, okay? But two water jugs in her hands, okay, which is emanating a transference of air energy. However, it's like in the color of a rainbow, okay, or the chakra colors, if you will, okay. And so it's kind of, it looks like water underneath her. But it also could be the world as she's kind of floating up into the atmosphere in the universe in a sense, okay? But nonetheless, her toe is kind of like dipping in, kind of reminiscent of regular, the original writer's weight, where there is a toe in the water, okay? Um, and that's also kind of the same with temperance as well, okay? But it almost feels like I don't know why, but I'm just getting this vibe of jump roping, okay? Maybe someone is dreaming about when they used to jump rope as a child, okay? So you could be working on that inner child work, okay? Which I believe was in also in Capricorn's reading with the sacral chakra. Okay, so you may need to do some work there. Okay, but again, the Star card promotes healing of some sort. Okay, and so there could be something in particular that you are kind of putting your focus on, and it could be, you know, personal growth that you're working towards, as far as healing from something from your past, maybe childhood. It just all depends, okay? But like I said before, there's no need to rush, even when it comes to healing, okay? It's a day to day and it's a process, okay? So do not rush to, you know, heal, because the more you rush to get healed from something, you end up finding out there's two other traumas attached to it, okay? So healing is a process, it cannot be rushed, okay? um, in the sense of a work project for any of you, um, whatever it is that you are working on, if you're looking for a sign of if you should move forward, between the Chariot and the Star is showing me it is a yes, okay? So, but as long as you're doing your due diligence, okay? Don't skip steps, don't take shortcuts, okay? Because then you'll have to reevaluate stuff, okay? So, thus this eight of coins, okay? And because of the fact that it's eight of pentacles, it's talking about taking your time, okay, and really focusing on what it is that you're working on. If six of pentacles would have showed up, then yes, it would have meant reevaluation, okay? So hopefully you've already done your reevaluation, but you know, as you're working through your process or project, there may be some things that you may have to do some research on before you complete it, okay? So, that being said, we took one from the top and one from the bottom of the mindful messages here. What your main focus should be between you and the situation, okay? You can take both of these cards for yourself, or you can take one for yourself and one towards a situation, whatever resonates for you. The colors associated on the cards I do associate with the chakras, okay? So you will either need to work on those particular chakras as far as meditation goes if you are a spiritualist. If not, you can, do your research and kind of look into it if you are a novice when it comes to spirituality, okay? So let's get into the first card here, which is breathe, okay? Dealing with the throat chakra here, okay? It says, it's easy for me to return to the present moment simply by breathing. If I am feeling anxious or worried, I close my eyes and breathe in deeply as I picture myself filling up with white light. Then exhale and envision stress and tension leaving my body. In this moment, I am free to gently stretch and open my eyes, feeling refreshed. Okay? So, also with the throat chakra, we're talking about third eye as well. And so, take the time to kind of clear your mind, especially if you're trying to bring more awareness to yourself about the things that you are working on, or awareness in regards to past traumas. Okay, so find yourself, some of you may find yourself maybe having somewhat anxiety of some sort when kind of reverting back to past situations or experiences. Remember to breathe as you're going through these experiences and remembering certain things, okay? Take the time to write everything down and be able to kind of allow yourself to feel, in a sense of releasing said trauma, understanding said trauma, and then letting it go in a sense of healing, okay, with this star card again, okay? So envision that white light. Do not allow yourself to stay in angst or in panic in an emotional sense, okay? We all go through it at some point in time, mentally and emotionally, when it comes to past traumas. They have a way of sneaking up on you, okay? And some things may not be from your past. It could be something currently that you're going through that is kind of hard for you to deal with. And so do this breathing exercise. And I would suggest for you guys the All Right body meditation oil, sorry, body meditation oil that I have in my Etsy shop, which is to help with empathy in dealing with any conflicts in a positive way. Okay, so you can go on my Etsy shop. The link is in my About Me page. By all means, go there and read up on that and see if that is something that you would like, but it is my suggestion for you. Okay, so let's move on to the next message, which we have as commitment. Okay, commitment. Commitment says, I am committed to my growth and dreams. I set routines and habits that help me evolve into my fullest potential. Even though I may not see the physical manifestation of my desires, I know they have vibrationally manifested and are on their way to me. Okay? So, take the time to set goals for yourself, whether they be material goals or physical or emotional goals. Okay? And stay committed to those goals. Okay? Heart space going into the third eye as well. Okay? So, and using that meditation oil, I want you guys to consider using that every 3 days when you meditate. If you are a novice or intermediate spiritualist, use it every 3 days, and do a vertical line going up your chest from your heart space. Okay. If you're working on your throat chakra, then I would suggest putting rolling some on the side of your neck, nape of your neck area, and focus on your breathing with this breathing exercise, okay, while meditating for at least a good 10 to 15 minutes, okay. So with that being said, let's go into the sacred geometry so we can get the outcome of the energy. Same situation, one for yourself and one towards the situation, or both for yourself, okay? So, and you can also take a screenshot if you like of the images on the cards and use them as a visual aid as you meditate, okay? I would also suggest having like a pen and pad nearby so that way you can write down your thoughts after you meditate, okay? So the first card here is Remembrance, okay? Remembrance, number 38, which says the frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through as a soul and body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. Okay, so memory of everything that we have gone through. Okay, and providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. Okay, so like I said, you may be dealing with some past trauma, or it could be current trauma for you, either a relationship or friendship, whatever the case may be. For you, childhood traumas, things of that nature. It's happening at this time because there's obviously something that you need to prepare for before or going into a new phase of your life. And so those traumas have to be removed so you don't take them into the next phase of your life or next relationship. Okay, so knocking those things out, whether it be something as small as, like I said, self-improvement, procrastination, things of that nature, learned behavior, is definitely something that has to be addressed, okay, before you make the next steps. All right. For some of you, if you like, you could check out the Tap Into Your Soul readings on my channel. They are very helpful in the sense of kind of like therapy through tarot, dealing with past life traumas and things of that nature. There are some readings in there that may be able to assist you. Okay, so that being said, let's move on to the last message, which is perception, number 35, equaling out to 8, talking about some form of balance that is needed. Balance in the sense of centering yourself, mind, body, and spirit. And then 5, promoting change, okay? Because there is a change coming towards you, okay? Or within you or around or in your life, okay? The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it, okay? Moving us beyond our comfort zone. Okay, so it's time to get out of that comfort zone and into a new way of life, a new way of thinking. Okay, to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. Okay, when it says perceive as real, I automatically get this feeling of, again, living your life in a particular way that maybe was taught to you, okay? Learned behavior, things of that nature, all right? This is something that has been touched on in Capricorn's reading throughout my time on this channel, primarily in the Tap Into Your Soul readings. Okay, and so Geminis, you may be coming up on, or if it's not my current Geminis that have been on the channel with me since I started in 2001 last year, and it's new energy, by all means, I truly highly suggest that you watch the Tap Into Your Soul readings, okay? If you are just coming into this past traumas that you are trying to get over, or toxic relationships, things of that nature. If you know your birth chart and there's a specific sign placement that you want to kind of pay attention to that is very important to you, then by all means watch those in the Tap Into Your Soul reading. If not, the Gemini Sun. If you're not a Gemini Sun and you have a placement somewhere in Gemini, then of course you can watch it. But whatever your true sun sign is, if you're a placement, then I would suggest that you watch that particular reading in the Tap Into Your Souls and then revert back to your current Gemini readings. Okay, so with that being said, Geminis, that's really all that I have for you guys this evening. We do have 3 more readings this week, along with the energy shoutouts on Sunday. Okay, I do a random pull for the signs. Your sign comes out either before or after a reading. Consider it like a bonus read in between. Okay, but until then, peace.